bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And to throw again is Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. ETN up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now Stroud. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, 49 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 24, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A give up the middle to Singletary. Nifty move. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give to Pierce now on the option. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stroud on 3rd down now. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Lawrence, and this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Going for it with Pierce. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled for just a short gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown! Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Let's go, baby. Hey, what we got? It's game time. Oh, man. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going. So what you got? Every day, let's do what we do. Every day. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Playmakers, step up right now. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Oh, he's ridiculous.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Let's play.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again the ETN. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that
one. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. But to throw again is Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as well.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Bill. Let's have some fun. Let's get some going now. Hey, what we got? Get ready. Get ready. Let's go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Open net, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Play action. Stroud now. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First and 10, it's Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Stroud working out of the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route. And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They'll run here with Pierce. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down 21-17. A minute 44 to go. And the fourth down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.